Well, good morning. It is a beautiful morning, nice and cool. I'm learning right away with this big property, and I know a lot of you have more, but maybe you'll get what I'm talking about here. Is that, you know, you got your yard, and I mowed that, no problem. But then you got fields, and this field was way overgrown. It needs just maintained. So I chopped that down, and now I've got clippings everywhere. I don't know if I need to clean that up or not, but there's just so much cleanup. Oh my goodness, the previous owners had left piles of sticks and brush and everything everywhere. That over there can't be cut. That's kind of like a detention pond area that stays wet and soupy. But all of this, you know, got chopped down as much as I can. So I just want to get to a point of where, you know, maintenance is one thing, but I got to clean things up. So I think what I'm going to do is start making a burn pile. This tiny pile here is just stuff that fell from this tree, you know, in the last couple days. And that's fine. It's expected. Yeah, cleaning up stuff like this is maintenance. You know, this is stuff that I should just have to do because branches are going to fall from trees. But you'll see this other stuff is just left in piles. Like, you got to do something with it. There we go, I got some of it. Look at this mess. This here is the biggest pile. Looks like they just, I don't know, if they intended to burn it here or not. It's just a mess of sticks and stuff. So here we go. You know what? I need to back the dump trailer over here. This is a lot. That ought to do it. Yeah, this would take forever, just taking a grapple load at a time. I can pull this out into the drier area and I'll be able to get to it better. It's working. It's working. in the face. So much fun. Yeah, that's right in the face. Get in there. Stay in there. There we go. This was an absolutely huge amount of brush. I can't believe it. This is the next day. So I figured I'd burn what I got down here. I got 4 big piles, 4 dump truck loads. I'll let this burn in the middle, and then I'll push that onto it once it burns down. I want to do some stuff that I like doing today. And this barn right here is where all of the firewood processing is going to take place. But this area over here is where I want to do it, and it needs to be fixed up, cleaned up, and gravelled. So right now, I'm just going to take these rounds and put them up over here out of the way. There's still so much work to be done. Every day though, just take one thing, you know, running out of time for lunch. Just pick away at it. That's trying not to be overwhelmed. See what tomorrow brings. And probably the biggest place that I have to clean up is this area, and I finally figured out what it was. This over here seems to me to be, and I haven't been back in there yet, we own over here, and this seems to ramp up, and I'm guessing that this was the original entrance to the barn that they probably tore down here. It probably became dilapidated and they decided to tear it out, but they left, once again, just a huge mess. I'll tell you one thing that I've definitely figured out. I would never be able to manage this property without that Kubota. No way. Without a Kubota BX, and I actually have been thinking about it. You know, I'm in that sweet spot between 5 to 10 acres. They recommend the B series tractor. I'm not gonna say I haven't thought about it, but there's a lot to consider there. So anyway, I'm sure glad I have the tractor I have, because there's a lot to do. And once I get this all cleaned up, this area here is where I want to store my firewood. It'll be on concrete, so I'll be able to scoop it like I showed you before with the Kubota and load it into the trailer or truck or whatever. And, you know, I see the potential. I constantly am thinking about the potential, trying to stay positive. So, a lot to do. Anyway, appreciate you tuning in, and we'll check you next time. Be sure and watch this week's Workshop Wednesday. I got another thing going on in the workshop. So anyway, we'll catch you then and see you next Saturday when I'm doing more stuff.